Wrong turn. Has Chris take a wrong turn in the woods and is pursued by a group of inbred cannibals. So I finished up like the Shrek franchise, and now I'm back to horror movies. And the first franchise is the Wrong Turn franchise. I totally regret doing this franchise. So the positives on this film are, I like the setting. It's in the woods, in the middle of nowhere. I kind of like that isolation. It's a little generic, because I can think of like Friday the 13th, the entire Friday the 13th franchise, and the woods is just kind of like a generic setting for a horror movie. But I do think it gets the job done. I think it's effective enough. You can run anywhere you want, but you're just going to get lost in the woods, so I do like that. The hillbillies are pretty cool. One Eye looks cool. Sawtooth is an interesting design. Three Finger is probably my favorite because I think he stands out the most. So I kind of like him. I also kind of like his laugh, like or something like that. So I kind of like him. They're intimidating. They're scary. So I enjoy them. I enjoy the villains of the movie. The movie got some pretty good kills. Carly's kill, getting half decapitated with an axe, is pretty cool. You have a couple arrow kills that are good. Francine's kill with razor wire in her mouth, that's decently gory. So a few good kills. But honestly, I don't think any of the kills in this movie are as gory as a number of kills throughout the entire franchise. So in comparison, this one almost feels kind of tame. So it's a little weird to watch this first Wrong Turn, because you think of Wrong Turn, you kind of think torturous kills, inbred hillbillies, and it's almost kind of just like a tame kind of slasher movie. And quite honestly, this first movie doesn't have like a top 3 franchise kill or an all-timer, unlike something like Elm Street or even the original Leprechaun has a very memorable kill with the pogo stick kill. I think The Evil Dead has some pretty good kills in that first movie. This one honestly doesn't really have like one of the best kills of all time. Even Silent Night, Deadly Night, I think has some pretty good kills, namely the deer antler kill. This one, Wrong Turn, not so much. But I mean, like, regardless, I think the kills are still good. It's not like overly memorable. And the final positive is you have the remaining characters for the last 20 minutes of the movie walking on tree branches. That makes it interesting and a little bit suspenseful, so I liked that. That's it for positives. On to the negatives. Honestly, it just doesn't really do anything new. It's just a slasher movie. It's just a few people trying to survive in the woods. So it's kind of boring without any character development or a compelling plot or premise. There are tons of other horror movies that have a more interesting premise. Like The Babysitter. I actually really like that plot of Cole trying to survive the night from a group of people trying to kill him. But that's a little more interesting because the person who's trying to kill him is his babysitter that he has a crush on, and that's actually a little more interesting. Here, it's just a bunch of random people trying to kill the survivors. So honestly, there's just not really anything special about this movie. There's not really anything overly memorable about this movie that I'm shocked it turned into a franchise. But in the end, I think the movie's fine. It's not overly great, but it's not overly bad either. It's just a decent, watchable movie. I would have wanted more from this movie, but it's fine the way that it is. So, Wrong Turn, it's a passable movie. That's my review on Wrong Turn. Thanks for watching.